Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back, YouTube, for episode 3 of our Ironman campaign. Well, here we got the overview, the New Day Welcome to Hell. So this is the status report from episode 2, basically saying that we still have 9 troops and everybody that promoted from the last mission. For this episode, we have objective Lethal Alley, and it's a little 2-split compound, which shouldn't be too rough to go in and neutralize the threat, since it's an eliminate all target mission. All right, here's mission briefing. Gear up. Some poorly organized insurgents are making trouble in the northwest, and we've been tapped to go out and mop the floor with them. This is an area presumably under poorly organized insurgents' control, but we don't have precise intel on the strength level. So it's not the greatest thing to hear, because obviously we want to be able to judge the amount of people we're going to be coming up in contact against, but they're poorly organized and we are highly organized, so hopefully that will give us some leeway. I'm honestly thinking about getting crazy and calling in an A-10, just a freaking gun run in the middle of this camp and letting all hell break loose, just to get these guys cleaned up. We do not want to be here long at all, so let's just pack them up and get them out of here. So we'll put Trip in the back of this stack. We want to bring Ganji again, since he has his SR-25. He can kind of extend the range a little bit. We're bringing Yukon as well. Yukon might be able to extend the range a little bit, but let's give him a red dot with a magnifier. What does that do for our accuracy? Let me see. Ooh, actually, this is significantly better, but it just messes up my mobility, which is okay. So let's do the Night Force. So both of my assaulters have the ability to extend their range pretty significantly, which is going to be really good to lock down these long angles from both across the way. And then I think for my 4th troop, we're going to throw in Scooter's been doing everything, man. He's a jack of all trades. He's a really strong guy. We may bring Scooter, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any room for him to use those bolt cutters he has. Maybe in here. Actually, we'll just keep it for the aesthetic. It is what it is. It's cool. Yeah, everybody's going to be running suppressed as of right now. I may unlock this so everybody else can run those as well, because they up the accuracy pretty significantly. So let's throw these. Okay, we can't throw it on this one, so we need some more points before we can throw it on there. But everybody has the ability to kind of extend their accuracy a little bit. We're also going to throw on. Let's run on some. These are navy digital camo. So let's throw on those. It looks like we're in a kind of a desert type environment. For the sake of this, we're going to be just kind of throwing on whatever fits the current situation. Everybody is suppressed. Going through the line, we have 9 bangs frags. We have 9 bangs and torch with the 320. We have 9 bang with the AGDP with the 320, and then we have the gun run. So we're gonna get this gun run. I'm thinking, depending on how this looks, we may get the gun run just in the middle, or we may be able to AGDP a hole in this and then get the gun run down in the middle, which would be even crazier. So we got a few options. So actually, let me change this to an AGDP 320 so we can kind of shoot it from far. So let's go to work. Let's see what we got. We got good sight line so far. We're gonna toggle off this stay quiet. So we're gonna just come in and we're gonna open up on whoever and whatever we see. I'm giving him this, so if he sees somebody, he's going to stop and engage them. So you're gonna start off and coming out with this big pie, giving you the same command. Oh, that is the wrong one. Giving you the same command. you're going to come in here, pie this off. Anything you see, you're going to stop to engage as well. And Scooter's obviously going to be taking space, and Trip is going to be taking space. So let's roll the money, see what we get. So clear, everything is clear right now. So this big sight line being clear is huge. So I'm definitely anticipating things being here. So let's shift over, let's get our eyes and attention down here. Trip, you're able to kind of step in now, and you're able to look down more aggressively. You guys can go plate to plate on this side. And we're not just gonna do work on one side, we're gonna do work on both sides. So Yukon, we're gonna step out to about here. And then we're gonna shift your eyes to be looking there as well. And Scooter, we're gonna keep you just kind of focused maybe on this corner and step you out as well. Let's see what we get. Okay, with that being said, I'm thinking we bring everybody to regroup in this general area. We're gonna HEDP this wall to get a hole in it, and I'm gonna try to get the AC-110 shooting on the inside of this building. So we're gonna take security on this L. So that's gonna be Scooter stepping in and taking security there. Yukon's gonna step up to about here, and we're gonna fire that HEDP. Hopefully that breaches that wall. There's no guarantee if it will. These guys are gonna get a hustle on to get into position. Or actually cancel that. I need Yukon staying on this side, locking that down. And then Trip, you're gonna get a muscle on to get the call in on that side. Beautiful. Now we have a hole. Now let's see if we can let's see if that will work to our favor. Like it's gonna hit a huge radius no matter what we do. We may try to do something like, I do not want this to backfire on us at all. We may hold off on that actually, because I'm unsure of exactly how it works. Don't want that to backfire in an Ironman campaign and end up killing us all. So we're going to avoid that like the plague as of right now. We're gonna keep your eyes just generally in this area. We're gonna step in front of you to plate up. And we're gonna keep eyes on this hole. And we're gonna start taking some space. And then as this is happening, this is a tricky little area. Because this door can still open on this side, so we still need security there. So we're just gonna lock that side down. I'm honestly just gonna have them shrink in to keep plate coverage and then just stay there. We're gonna take this off view. All right, Trip, you're close enough. Let's put a bang inside. And as you bang that, we're going to pie across this room to that doorway. We want to be able to see that doorway. And as this is happening, we're gonna be shrinking down. And you're gonna be pieing this off. And you're gonna be taking away this angle from any adversaries. And you will be stopping to engage anybody you see. So we're going to slightly lose security of this whole angle, because what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna run Ganji over, and he's gonna take security on this door now. For now. Beautiful. So now we can see interior here. I think we can flow through this crater that we made. Even if we can't, we're still gonna shrink the team down to get plate to plate coverage. And I think this is full cleared. I think this is fully open. Yeah, we can just enter. Beautiful. So we got to worry about this door. We're locking down this avenue, which is good, but we can't see this. Obviously, this is a bunch of unknown. So what I want to do is I want to kind of come in here, and I want to put a bang in there before we full enter. So as Ganji's zipper's down, we're going to have a 2-man enter the stack here. And we're going to continue to plug this hole. Oh. What is the best way? Thought I had good eyes on this before. That's fine. We'll just keep it as is for now. Until Scooter's ready. And then we'll get Scooter into the fight as well. So we heard it take cover in there. Great. It gives us confirmation that somebody's in there. Then you definitely want to get on your guys' heels. We're going to lock this bathroom off. These guys are going to go plate to plate. Scooter is going to, I'm taking that off of him, taking this off of you. You're going to do a little 1 Mississippi wait, and then you're going to come right in here. And we're going to hold security on this. You're going to do a nice little wait, do another wait, and then we're going to zipper you back as rear security, just like that. Okay, so I do have only smokes here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call Ganji in. He's gonna continuously look back. He's gonna get to this position. He's gonna throw a 9-bang in here, and then he's gonna go back to holding security. And then we're gonna enter with Scooter and Trip. So as it's happening, Scooter's actually gonna take a little bit more space. Keep his gun front. Let's get him back out looking that direction. We did not hear any take covers or any hostility. So we are going to operate thinking that this room will be cleared. We can never be too sure. So we're gonna put 2 guns in this room regardless. Let's get both of them looking down at this angle. We're going to temporarily lose rear security. Actually, no, we're not. But I definitely want to be plated. So I'm gonna shrink all the way back in, and we're gonna be plate to plate with each other here. Beautiful. Very quick, very efficient. So now rear security is gonna switch into Trip, holding security. And then it's gonna be a few guys prepping to get into this next room. I don't know exactly how I want to do this. We might just get Scooter prepping to leave as well and just clear it with these 2 guys, which isn't a bad idea. So we'll wait for Alpha Code to go and move into position. We're gonna move down, and we're gonna be ready to kick this door open. So on Alpha Code, let's do it this way. On Alpha Code, you're gonna step in and you're gonna hold this angle. This is a short room, so when I kick this door, whoever's on this side of the door should just get hit with the door, and we should be able to just finish it. Now Alpha will go. All right, let's kick and let's go to work. Okay, that's a free kick. Doesn't look like anything's in there. Regardless, we're gonna put our gun in here and we're gonna plug it, and then we're back out. Okay, now we gotta establish security again. So he's gonna come out and he's gonna button hook to establish that rear. We're gonna establish this angle with Scooter. So we're thinking the last individuals have to be on this back side, or they have to be in this building. So we're going to prep to enter this building. So we're gonna hold this until both of these individuals are out and they're with us on this stack. All right, let's draw and let's go to work. So we're gonna pie this off. Anything you see, you're gonna stop to engage. Rear security is going to be taken by Ganji again. We're just going to zip back in, and we're going to be prepared to take this next compound. And we're going to pry this doorway all the way off. Let's put a small weight on him. And we're going to come up and prepare to breach here. All right, let's go to work. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to zipper down, get that plate coverage for our rear. Well, honestly, we may be able to just drop the rear security completely since this whole compound is clear. The only person we can have is somewhere down in here, which is okay. So we're gonna full drop the rear security. And then we're gonna put this guy in the stack. Beeline him here to get into the stack. And then we're just gonna kick. Let's go to work. Dropped him. It's eliminate terrorists. So we are putting a frag in here before we fully commit. And then as that happens, we're gonna shrink this rear security and to be watching this opposite outside angle, which is fine. We dropped a few more guys. We're gonna throw a 9-bang in here deep. Going to off center with this guy. We heard a yell, which is fine, more than fine. We're going to pry this off. Second man has line of sight, so he's gonna go direct to whatever threat will be in here, if there's anyone. And then we're prepping for the next set of movement to clear this last little bit. So as he comes in here, he's gonna stop to engage anything he sees in there. Then Ganji is obviously, he's gonna stop. And he's gonna turn into Hall Boss, taking everything deep. All right, let's see what we look like.
On target, clear.
Okay, nothing in the small bathroom, which is great. We're gonna come down again. Oh, we have that target down there. Perfect. We should have multiple eyes on him here shortly. I think they may be our last target as well. So with that being said, we're going to keep all eyes down in this direction and see if we can get him eliminated. Beautiful. That's 1 minute and 7 seconds. We have Trip being the MVP of that mission, scraping 5 kills out of the 6 guys that we had in that building. Ganji and Scooter kind of basically assisted just with positioning in that mission. Nothing too crazy, and Yukon picking up 1 kill as well. So as always, I will prep this replay for you guys. This has been episode 3. And we will see you guys in the next one.